And Abby's ready for it.
Am I ready for it, Face? Let's start this off awkward. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Once again, it's Friday morning. 12:30 in the morning.
In all fairness, you didn't even come over with dinner until 11.
That's true.
After 11.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. Dang it. That's what happens when Abby cooks.
No, that's what happens when I'm out in the country and there's 15 minutes between each stop.
That's true. Okay, this
and
is
then 42 minutes to get back.
I was just trying to be nice and not place the blame all on you.
It's totally my fault.
I did have dinner ready by 8 o'clock, so. I made fajitas.
Yes, and by the way, Redbeard says that he hopes that, I believe his words were, he hopes that you have, how did he say it? Dadgummit, I've already screwed it up. Basically, he hopes that it doesn't come out okay.
It's because he didn't get any. He wanted some.
Yeah.
I told him I sent him the recipe, which I just saw something go.
Probably dust. Let's not lie.
It was dust, but I was just like...
In this office, it's definitely dust.
It was orb-like, though. Oh, there's me winking again. It's because I don't believe in orbs. Oh, did I say that loud? Oh, sorry. Anyways, I didn't send the recipe to Redbeard. I didn't send the recipe to Redbeard.
Your words.
I don't know how to.
You know why I think you think... Okay, hang on. You know
Use
why...
Use your words.
I want to make sure that you understand this is why I stopped.
Okay.
Do you want to know why I think that you think you mumble?
Yes.
Because you try to talk so fast that it just comes out.
You're right, because I get so excited about talking because I don't talk to a lot of people.
I've only been talking for 30 years.
30 years. I get so excited that somebody actually wants to hear me talk that I start to just... Because there's not a lot of people that want to hear me talk, and they're like, you stop talking. But, I don't talk to a lot of people. So when I get the chance to talk to people, I'm spitting now because I'm super excited. When I get the chance to say something, I get too excited and then I trip over my words.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
And then like speed reader. And then you're like, I think I mumbled.
I do it with jokes too. Like I get so excited about the punchline that I'm already at the punchline before, my brain's there already. My mouth hasn't caught up. And then once...
You want to know the first dirty joke I ever learned as a kid?
Sure. Will my mom judge me for it, though?
Your mom already judges you.
Abigail?
Your mom already judges you.
It's true. It's in her Christian nature.
The very first dirty joke I ever heard as a kid. As a mind
child,
you.
Like 10 or 11? Or younger?
Younger.
Okay, I'm ready.
3 blondes fell in a mud puddle.
Okay.
That's it.
3 blondes fell in a mud puddle.
Yeah, it's a dirty joke. The amount of time that it took you to realize what was going on.
That was gold. That was gold. Oh my gosh, I was thinking it was going to be perverted.
No! What kind of family do you think I have?
I don't know.
That's fair. You don't know my family.
I don't know. That was a good one.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah. That was a good one.
All
right. Way to start this off. Like, I'm trying to think of my words now. Like, what? You're already here listening to me. I don't know why I keep getting excited about it.
I don't know. We do this every week now. Every week.
I'm still learning. I need to enunciate. That's my issue, too. I don't enunciate.
Plus, I don't think I do either. But again, my voice just carries more. So,
yeah, like
I'm a loudmouth. It's fine.
It, packs a suitcase and takes the microphone away.
That's why the microphone's further to you.
I know. It's because I'm a child.
as you try to push it away.
I don't want none. I'm just kidding.
Oh my stars. So your idea for this week is?
Oh, this week is... I'm blanking. No, I'll get it. Give me a second. Let my brain catch up. Hold on. Oh, the pros and cons of driving for a living. The pros and cons of driving for a living. There we go. Okay.
What's your first pro?
First pro is basically you're out on the road and it's just you and the music.
Mm-hmm.
Or you and nothing. Or you and the podcast that you like so much.
Is this why you get excited when people listen to you? Because you're out on the road with a podcast? You're like, I've listened to other people talk for so long.
That it's my turn now. No,
Give me the mic.
It's probably because I live alone, and the majority of people who do talk to me are under the age of 5. So
basically, by majority, you mean your nieces
and my nephews.
Yeah.
Well, one of the nephews can't really talk, but he could say "Abba."
I mean, that's a start.
Shout out to Grace because that's her son.
I mean, that's a start.
That's a start, but a majority
it's better
of them
than
like,
hey.
But majority of them are under the age of 5, and I usually have to start the conversation.
You're like, hey, you, little one, little human, listen to me.
They turn around and tell me, I'm not interested in this conversation.
Oh.
4-year-old, I tell you. Freaking 4-year-olds. It's either that, and I can't really, like, be silly at work because I have to be an adult. I can sometimes, but most of the time I have to be an adult. So...
I don't know. I think I balance that pretty well.
Me? I don't think I balance it very well at all.
No.
I think everybody thinks I have resting... I can't even say the word face. Or I'm a complete douche.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Freaking lying.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, I think majority of the time, my favorite thing about driving is the drive. I just like driving.
Yeah.
Sometimes I picture myself on an open, what is it? Race course or whatever. I can just do what I want.
Well, that would explain why I've noticed you just doing this.
I can only turn left. I can only turn left.
Yep.
That's it. Sorry.
What's Abby doing out there?
Left
NASCAR.
turns. Funny thing is out in the natural world, the real world, I'm humbled there. The real world, left turns are more dangerous than right turns. So,
well, yeah.
I live my life on the edge of a curb.
Mm-hmm. On a right turn, you can kind of get over into the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
The left, you can't do that, and you have 2 lanes of traffic that basically...
You have to cross traffic for a left turn.
Yeah.
With a right turn, you just go into a traffic. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I like driving. I like listening to music, podcasts, or air, really.
I can't do air. I have to have my music. I have to. Or April's talking in my ear. Like something. There has to be noise of some sort.
Which I can understand. But yeah, I like driving.
Not saying my wife's talking is noise. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But like something interactive for me.
Right.
So.
I get it. I usually listen to my favorite podcast though, because it's not quite music. Because if I always listen to music, I probably get sidetracked and jam the whole time. But
I've had to flip a few UEs, but that's only because the GPS is frozen, and it's like in 1 mile, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what happened to 500 feet? Like,
I count 1, 2, 3, 500.
Yeah, it did that to me today.
Right.
It like froze on me, and in 1 mile, I'm like, okay, I still got a mile, and then crap, that was my turn.
I don't listen to the GPS though. It gets on my nerves.
Have you noticed that it says in your left instead of on your left?
Yes, one of the other
And
people
that
said
irritates
too.
me. That irritates me so much.
It mispronounces street names as well.
I love it. Houston.
Houston.
That's where I got the.
Where we're going, Houston Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it doesn't even, it's an American accent too. It's not like it's a foreign accent.
I wish it were foreign. I'd forgive it more if it were
Turn
foreign.
left here. Oh, crikey, you missed your turn.
You stupid bloke.
Pull a U-E. Try again. Do better.
I'd forgive it more. I wouldn't get so annoyed.
You know, I wouldn't either. If it was a different accent, I would definitely be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
If it was Canadian accent too, I would be like, oh,
See,
hey, turn here, eh?
yeah.
You forgot your turn, but that's okay, eh? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not a good accent.
I don't know what happened
there. Bad Abby.
It was like good, decent, what's going on?
Get a southern accent. You turn right here now, you know. You listen.
No, I'd
listen
be so...
here, turn here, turn.
No, because the southern accent would be like, all right, your mama told you better. Your mama told you to listen.
All
now,
right.
you didn't listen.
You're about to hit your biscuits. You better turn that back around. Oh, sweet tea. Sorry.
Speaking of biscuits, you know how smaller girls have muffin tops?
What are we even talking about?
I don't know. Like when their pants are too tight. And
oh, we're talking about that.
Fat roll comes out.
Oh, poor ladies.
I know, right?
Been there. Done it.
Live it every day.
Living.
So somebody said something about a muffin top, and I was like, muffins? You got muffins? I got whole freaking biscuits. It's like, they done fell over. My biscuits are overcooked.
I'd be a crescent roll, because I like crescents. They're not called crescents. What the fork? Croissant.
That's your southern stuff coming out.
I get that crescent. Get that crescent roll.
That their quarter moon thing.
That one that you just peel and stick.
The ones you use for pigs in a blanket.
I like croissants. Croissants.
I just like bread. Who am I?
I also like the everything bagels.
April likes those.
It's just, what is the everything about? Like, I don't
know,
see
but
everything on it.
You can get everything sprinkle, like seasoning stuff.
What is that?
I don't know. We can look after we're done. We have some.
Oh, let's find out the ingredients. Because if it's just some stupid stuff, I'm like, why do I like you?
But you already do.
But then again, I look at myself, I'm like, oh, it's just some stupid stuff, and I like you, so.
You're not stupid. You want to fight? We should pause this and fight.
I would like to see that happen. Like, we pause it, and then we come back in, and we're just bloodied and everything. Who won? No one won!
The grass. The grass won.
You should see the bear.
That's the way I felt today. A dog. Like, I didn't even see the dog.
That's your first mistake.
Oh, but no, he was black and it was dark out.
Uh-huh.
And like normally I scan and I'm like, okay, there's a dog. Okay, there's a dog. Did not see because I was scanning the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where he came from. And the next thing I know is I have this claw at my leg. And I was like, oh, well, hi. And then I look up and I was like, oh, there's two of you.
Well, hi, puppy.
And he was so excited. What's up? What are you doing here? It's so late. I never get company this late. What are you doing?
Are you here for me? Are you here for me?
So he got treats.
No.
And then I made two dogs fight today over a treat. I didn't mean to. I threw it because I was trying to get them to go away from me. And when I threw it, they both went after it. And I literally had to stand there and watch them fight because I didn't want to walk away and then them turn on me.
Mm.
So I just had to stand there and watch them fight. I was like, guys, stop. Stop, guys, I have more. Stop.
Calm down. I've got more for you.
Probably my least favorite of the driving for a living is the animals.
I agree with you because I love dogs, but whenever I'm out there, I'm terrified because I've had several of them come at me. They're just protecting their property, so I'm not like mad at them or anything. This is their home.
Yeah.
But I had one that was like this close to my face. Like I could feel his breath on my nose, and I was like, whoa. And I was standing up straight, and I just stood there, and the guy was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, is this a house? I'm the one that's here, you know?
See, I've never had an aggressive one like that. Like, I've not had one come up on me aggressive.
It's because you're awesome, and I already give off the
Well, when I first get there, I've noticed where they're at. I open my door slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I acknowledge that they're there. Mm-hmm. And as I'm getting out of the van, it's, can I come out? Oh, look at you.
I'm like, this dog came out of somebody's house.
Yeah.
The guy opened the door and it came out of the house.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And
but the other thing about the animals, though, and that's not even, like, for me, the dogs, I love the dogs. Like, that's not the problem. It's the strays that you come across.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ones that you
didn't see.
No, it's the ones that, like, I can't take home.
Oh, okay.
I can't nurture back to, and give them love. And, I can't, like, that breaks my heart.
That would be really hard. Yeah.
That breaks my heart.
I haven't encountered any of those. That's surprising.
3 of them I have.
I've encountered healthy dogs that are ready to take my face off.
I'm telling you, if we had land,
you'd probably have a lot of dogs.
I would already have brought home 3 dogs for my routes.
I would have never known.
Well, I tried to get you to take the one, remember?
Oh, you're being serious? I thought that was a joke.
No, I was being serious.
Well, I feel like an a-hole now. I thought you were like, you gonna take this one home? I thought it was like somebody's dog.
No, it was one out there that
it was just straight.
Yeah.
Well, I bet a lot of people will go out there and just dump them.
They do,
which is stupid, by the way. Find a home for them.
Yeah, but the shelters are full and all of that stuff. But like,
then spay and neuter your dogs.
Right?
Sorry.
I mean, I'm neutered.
I'm not, but I don't plan on producing anything, so technically. Anyways, back to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this later and be like, Abigail, what is wrong with you?
Man, if your mom watches this, she's gonna be like,
Abigail?
Did you seriously say you are not?
Say that? Oh my gosh, Abby.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, mean it, bye.
Who are we kidding? We're 17 minutes in. She's already stopped.
She apparently in the last video she watched it up until the point I had an alcoholic beverage and stopped and then waited till I came by at some point to get on to me.
Mom, she's 32.
32.
She has a good job.
I pay my bills.
Decent head on her shoulders.
Decent. That's stretching it.
I mean, she's friends with me, so we're saying decent.
Have you seen my brothers? No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
I still haven't shown you pictures.
No,
I'm really good. I'm on later. Remind me later.
I know. 3 weeks later, I'll finally figure out who you guys are.
When it comes by.
Good head on her shoulders, pays her bills, is trying to, make life better. Job is stressful.
Yes.
She could be doing way worse things, Mom.
True.
Way worse things.
Like?
Meth. Meth is big in Oklahoma. Meth.
Meth or math. Both very hard.
Yes, but one's
harder than the other.
One will rot your teeth.
That's true.
The other one will just,
rot
make
your brain.
You chew on pencils.
And then rot your teeth.
No, beavers chew on wood all the time, and they have really great teeth.
Am I a beaver?
I don't know.
I am not. Unless I'm a chick, at least. Anyways, what's another thing we're doing with...
I don't know why we come up with themes.
When we should just sit and talk. That's basically what we just talk about. Just sit and talk. No,
So the idea for this one is, but we're not going to follow that.
No, not at all.
No.
Which, my pet peeve I was going to tell you about.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve, driving-wise, is the fact that nobody used their freaking blinker. How hard?
I blink all the time.
How hard is it to flick it? Just flick it. You're going to go this way. Flick it. You're going to go this way. How hard is it just to flick? You can look cool and still be able to use your blinker. Sorry. Like, I get it. I get it. Somebody told me once, nobody needs to know where I'm going. I'm like, well, apparently everybody needs to know where you're going because I didn't see you merging. Sorry. Didn't know you were about to merge. I didn't know you were going that way.
I need to know where you're going so I know not to go that way.
Exactly. Now, I will say this. If somebody's been following me and they follow me into the neighborhood and they keep following me, I will not use my blinker. I'll just turn.
To see if they turn on their turn signal the way you're going to go?
Right. Because I'm
paranoid that way?
Paranoid that way. But if they're following me for like a good amount of time and then they turn with every turn that I make, then I stop using my blinker.
I just pull over and pretend I'm going to deliver somewhere.
True. Because, with our job, if we're being followed, then yeah, I'll stop using my blinker. And then if they turn a different way, then I'll go back to normal. But if not, then
I'm probably one of the guilty ones, but I use my turn signal when somebody's in proximity. Mm-hmm. Other than that, no, I don't.
I do, because I had to as a bus driver. I had to follow everything.
Yeah.
But even in my own personal vehicle, it annoys me when people don't use their blinker.
No, yeah, I absolutely agree. But for the most part, like,
I especially love those ones that are like crossing all 3 lanes.
Oh, I love the ones that have the turn signals everywhere. Like they're it's normally trucks. The lights underneath their tailgate, mm-hmm. and then their regular turn signal, right. And then the one on the mirrors, mm-hmm. and then the little arrow on the mirror also. Yeah. So there's 2 lights on the mirrors.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so you literally have 5 ways.
5 ways to tell me you're getting over.
Yeah, to tell me which way you're going. Mm-hmm. So that way I don't either try to pass you, I need to slow down, mm-hmm. like something. And not a single one of them are going off. Not a single one. And I'm like, why did you add the extra lights?
Why do you have all these lights and you're not going to use them?
Yeah.
Are they just for show? Because if so, you're an idiot. May God have mercy on your soul.
You just wasted a bunch of money to have your lights done.
Which is completely off topic, but last night I was driving home.
What's new?
Last night I was driving home. This brings us back to previous videos. It's probably like 10:45 or so I'm driving. And this big Dodge gets right on my tail on the broken arrow. And he's like riding it. Like, mm-hmm. both sides are empty. It's like 10:30 at night. He can go around me.
Easy.
But he's riding me. So I just drop my speed. And I get down to 45 before he decides to get around me. I'm just dropping it. Like, if you're going to ride my tail, I'm dropping my speed. Period.
So, I do that if the kids aren't in the car.
If the kids are in the car?
Yeah. If the kids are not in the car, then
I do it.
I'm an ass. I'm an ass driver. Oh, I'm an ass driver. But if the kids are in the car, I'm less of an ass driver.
I don't know. I just was like, dude, you can go around me. There's free space everywhere. You and I are basically the only ones on the highway right now.
I'm the type of dill hole driver that will go to pass a semi, mm-hmm. and see you on my tail. And then
slow down.
I'll get right where the semi cab is so that he can see me.
Yeah.
But can't see you.
I do that too. I do that.
I'm that kind of a dill hole driver. And I'll specifically do it when I'm on a motorcycle too. I'm a little bit less that way on a motorcycle because people,
can't see me.
I mean, but there's also one wrong move and I'm dust. But
true.
Oh man, I'm like in construction zones. I'm that person that.
Are you the one that goes all the way to the front, then gets over?
No.
Okay, good. Don't be that person.
But I've been known, especially in work vans, because there's more metal and they're bigger. Mm-hmm. I'll stay in the lane here, mm-hmm. and I'll put my turn signal on so that somebody will let me over, but I'll still ride this lane, so that way nobody can get past me.
I love that. I'll do that sometimes. Because whenever I'm in construction, I give me and the other person in front of me plenty of space. Mm-hmm. But if I see an a-hole mm-hmm. driving up, speeding up, like they were in line with everybody else, we're all going good, and they got impatient, they want to go around and beat us up in there, I'll get up where I'm riding that person's bumper so they can't get over.
Yeah, if I see people coming, I'll do that 100%.
I'm just like, I'm like, risk it for the biscuit.
I'm like, right there.
Yeah.
And then, but at the same time, my problem is that drivers don't show understanding as to what's going on.
Right.
So I would absolutely, especially now that I've got the SUV, I would absolutely constantly ride this one. If I could get this idiot to realize, hey, this is what you're doing. I'll let you in.
Right.
I'm not going to speed up and take your spot.
Right.
Like,
right.
that. Absolutely. I did that one time and a guy passed me on the shoulder.
I love it.
Did you not see me sitting there?
If you think about, honestly, if you think about it, in construction zones when they drop it down to one lane, if everybody stays going and no one tries to speed up, the progress would continue. We'd get through it faster if you jack wagons would quit trying to speed up and get around.
The other problem is that you get 2 this way and then 1. 2 this way and then 1. Well, if we would do it like this,
if we just come in to
1 1 1 1, it would go a whole lot smoother. Right. Also, that's the whole point of merging.
Well,
1 1 1 1.
In Oklahoma, the state flower is a construction cone. That is our state flower. Not really, but it should be, because
it's our state symbol.
Yeah, every road that you're on lately is construction, construction, construction. We should know not by now how it works and how to get in properly.
Are you kidding me? People can't even merge off a highway properly. You know, it says yield so you don't actually jut out in front of them.
But don't stop.
There's literally a reason why you turn your turn signal on, and these people, again, turn signals.
Right.
Let me know you're coming over so that way I can get behind you. And as we do this, right,
but you don't want to stop at a yield because that stops progress from everybody behind you.
Well, not only that, now you've created more of an issue because
that
it takes longer to get going now.
So if you would just go down, but yield is basically be cautious of the car coming up next to you.
Know that they have the right of way, but don't stop.
Don't stop. Keep a good progress going. And so if they look like they don't want to let you over, there should be enough time for you to continue on. And then once they get past you, to get in there. Yeah.
That's the whole point.
That's the whole point of a yield. A yield is basically giving you a heads up. There are people that could potentially be coming down this road. So they have the right of way, but keep your progress going.
Yeah. But I love the fact that even in a bigger van, like we drive, people still
they don't like big vehicles.
No, they don't.
Period. They don't let buses over. They don't let semis over. They don't let bigger vehicles over. I mean, they don't.
You and I are roughly the same age. Do you know how to let a semi know that it's okay to come over? That they have enough room?
Flashing the lights? Yeah.
Ask some of our drivers that.
If they know.
See if they know.
See if they know? I don't think they will, because usually I'm one, if I know that semi is not, because there are some semi drivers that are huge a-holes, and they use their bigness to get their way.
Yeah.
But there are some of them that are literally just trying to get over, and they're getting over early enough, they're giving full warning, and people are just boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
I'll usually slow down and just be like, get over, because I understand coming from a bigger vehicle and how often they don't let us over.
Right.
Which I completely understand. You know, you don't want to be stuck behind a big vehicle you can't see around. But at the same time,
you can still see around them, though.
Yeah.
Back up.
Back up. Back up, Terry. Back up, Terry. I mean, if you're riding my bumper, all you're going to see is the big vehicle. But if you back up and give yourself some distance, you'll be able to see around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would challenge you to ask some of our drivers sometime.
And then sometimes, I mean, honestly, honest to God, I'll just be serious with you. Do not fight with a semi or a bus or a larger vehicle. You will not win that fight. You will not win that fight.
I'll win.
No, you won't. You will not win that fight. I have seen plenty of videos of people not winning that fight. I'm going to show you some pictures.
No, I'm fine.
You're going to be scarred for life.
Well, because I ride a motorcycle. I've seen plenty of them. But that's the thing, is that...
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky, because when something's bigger than you...
I was born cocky. That's just the way. Cocky and sarcastic. That's just me. And I've got no good reason to be cocky. My thing is, I look out for semis.
Right.
Unfortunately, though, semis don't always look out for motorcycles.
No, they don't. No.
And I feel like if we look out a little more, it would be a better world, because then semis and motorcycles could almost come together on the road and be like, hey, I see you.
Well, wouldn't the world be a good place if we all looked out for one another, period?
Yeah, but now you're just living with Mary Poppins.
I'm just saying.
Spoonful of sugar.
Help me think.
But I mean,
no, I think the most like you as a motorcycle driver have it worse than everybody else out on the road.
Well, yeah. So one wrong move. That one rock that you can go over with four wheels, like no big deal.
Right.
Could be the death of me and the reason I don't get to come home to my kids.
Right. Right.
And here's riding my ass is not the way to get me to speed up.
No.
In fact, I'm probably going to slow down. Because
I'll slow down.
Because that's just.
That's how I was trained when I was a school bus driver. I was trained that if somebody is riding your tail, then you slow down.
Mm-hmm.
You slow down because it also opens the distance for the person in front of you. Because if they slam into the back of you, you're not going to hit them. But at the same time, it keeps the slower your speed is, basically the least likely of a major injury.
Right.
So basically, if you're riding my bumper on the highway, I get to slow down to the speed, the safest speed on a highway, basically.
Right.
So, yeah. So every time if somebody's riding my bumper, I'll slow down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I don't like riding people's tail anyways, period. Because you're going to be at fault.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody hits you and you hit that person in front of you, you are at fault. So.
I'd turn around and blame them.
They hit me, but that's the thing is, my dad was in an accident.
I'd be like, they hit me so hard
They hit
that it threw me 300 feet.
They did it. My dad was in an accident. He was at a stoplight. He stopped. The car in front of him stopped. He stopped. The car behind him did not stop. He was too close to the car in front of him, so he got blamed for damage to that vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just like, but that's because you're parking too close.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able.
But here's the thing. You turn around and you think, well, if I give the appropriate amount of distance, then douchebag number 4 back here is going to come in and whip right in.
Right.
Who's just, and then...
They say the safest distance is, at a stoplight, is when you pull up to a stoplight, if you can see their back tires touching the pavement, you're far enough away. So that's the philosophy I live by. If that's what they're telling me, that's how I was trained. If you can see the back of their tires touching the pavement, then you're far enough away.
What if it's a lowrider and I can't see their tires at all?
Well, then you're too close. Back up, Terry. Back up until you can see their tires touching. You're like 4 car lengths away. I can see the tires.
Nope.
Nope. No.
Nope.
I know with all
3 blocks later, and I'm like, I missed a light.
I know with all the pet peeves, I love driving.
No, I
wouldn't be doing this if I didn't love driving. Because I love driving. But that's the thing is, but I don't love driving with people.
I know, I was so irritated.
Like, if I'm by myself, I'm great.
I was so irritated at how much traffic was out on the country roads today. I was like, where the hell did you guys come from?
Get out of here. Leave us alone.
I'm like, this is country. Don't you know that you're supposed to be in the city somewhere? Leave me alone.
Get off the dirt road.
Yeah.
No, but
I'm not even going to lie. I love flying down those dirt roads, though.
Don't tell me that.
No, flying is like, you technically you can go 50 on a country road.
Yeah, technically.
And if there's nobody else around,
then
that's safe.
But you know that we kind of have an eye in the sky on us. And I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Mentor.
Oh, I was like...
I'm talking about...
Jesus is writing tickets now?
I declareth, you are spiriteth. Jesus doesn't talk like that. I'm sorry.
Your Jesus was like Macbeth.
'Twas the night before Christmas. I don't know. You get a ticket.
'Twas the night before Christmas and everything was out.
You got
the
a ticket.
dad was going and pissing about. He was mad there are no batteries. See, it just keeps changing.
You almost went pirate there.
Battery!
I can't stand us sometimes.
This is what happens when it's 1 a.m.
Oh gosh, it is.
And
Wow, the time has flown when you're having fun.
Yeah, like me on a country road.
And we're back. No, but no,
Today on some of those country roads, that was all I had because it was just I had to get up the other side.
Right, you had,
and with the mud, like I had to get going on what I had. It's weird how a road will be perfectly fine, can't tell that there's any mud, like nothing, and then all of a sudden you're like,
oh yeah,
in the mud.
Right.
How does it? Did it rain on this section of the road only?
I like when it's loose gravel and you're trying to get traction and you're fishtailing. You're like, I'm just like, come on,
I did that in the mud
Sally,
today.
you can do it.
I did that in the mud today.
Fishtailing.
When I hit it because I came off of
Did you quit it?
Abigail.
I knew right when it came out of my mouth I shouldn't have said that. Back it up.
I had hit the mud right off of paved road.
Right.
So, but as I'm climbing this hill, I feel the tail end go like this. I'm like, I'm in mud.
You know, I get excited when I start fishtailing. I'm like, this is awesome.
I know.
Sorry.
It almost makes me want to gas it more.
It makes me want to hit that music and you're like, go into like movie mode and it's like slow-mo where you're like fishtailing all over the place.
So I was in a really nice neighborhood the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it was here in town.
In town.
But it was like the nicer area.
Town, yeah.
And I have my little Bluetooth speaker and my music's going and it's on my music.
Right.
So you never know if you're going to get Johnny Cash or if you're going to get like, no, you could get Reba and then Five Finger Death Punch and then like Kesha and then like super random stuff, right?
You have a lot of random.
I do.
That's okay though.
But what cracked me up is that I was in this really nice neighborhood and all of a sudden, move, bitch, get out the way, get out there. And I was like, yeah, but I had to turn it down. I couldn't turn it up. I had to turn it down because I was like,
not in this neighborhood.
I don't want some lady in her, Lincoln Navigator coming at me. Why'd you call me?
Well, let me turn it up for you then.
Hang on.
Are you offended? Good.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Thanks for shopping it.
If they're offended and they don't just giggle, there's something wrong with them.
Well, I mean, have you met people?
I would have laughed so hard. I'd be like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, you'd have laughed so hard until you got that phone call. One of your drivers. Can you imagine that complaint?
I've got okay, so this person was following one of our drivers because they were in a white van and they're in a neighborhood. It was darker, and this person was out to help with pick up packages. So we're having to move them around to catch up with the other driver.
Right.
And so this person started when the driver stopped, started cussing and be like, "Get out of my neighborhood! What are you doing? What's your business here? What are you doing?" And the driver was like, "Look, this is who I'm with. This is what I'm doing. This is what you're in a white van. What are you doing?" And instead of giving them the number that they should have called, the driver gave them my personal number. And so I'm getting a call. What is this person doing here? Or they said you're with such and such. Is this true? I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. But would you like a number for actual, support for this? And they're like, no, but they need to get out of our neighborhood and stop pulling around like that. The license plate's not even in this state. It's from a different state. And I go, sir, well, it's a rental van. And we can't really tell, the license plates may be different. And so he was just going off. And I was like, yes, this is what it is. Here's the number. So I gave him the number off the We Missed You card.
Yeah.
I was like, call them. If you're not sure, if you want some, I was like, this is the business. This is who we're with. This is what we're doing. And then when the driver came, I was like, why did you give him my personal number? Oh, you did give him. I was like, give him the number. I almost said the number. Give him the We Missed You card with the number on it.
Am I stupid number? This one.
And so I was just like, God, now that person has my number. Because I haven't changed my number. I'm not going to because that's my number.
That person at the end of the day is like, why did I spend 15 minutes calling this number?
Yeah. So hopefully I'm like, I try to tell the person, I was like, look,
I hope somebody comes at me like that.
The driver was in uniform and
Yeah.
everything. Like, they could get that uniform anywhere. Well, can they copy a badge? They could, but would it actually work? No, it wouldn't. That badge wouldn't work. Sorry.
You know what? Here's the thing. I didn't pull up to any house.
Right.
I didn't back up to any house.
They're just sitting on the street waiting for somebody else to come.
I'd have flat out looked I would have flat out looked and went, you don't own the street. I pay taxes.
I get where the person was coming from, though, because it's a neighborhood. They just want to make sure
neighborhood watch, whatever.
Yeah.
But really, that's a fancy term for being nosy and argumentative.
Exactly.
Neighborhood watch. Hey, what are you out here doing? Okay. I'm just checking on you.
Yeah. Just check.
I'm just checking.
I'm all for if they want to be like, hey, who are you with? Because honestly, sometimes when you're out there driving and you get out of that van, they're looking at you, and then once they realize who you are, you're being watched 24/7. Every stop, whether it's where you're going or whether it's just in that, you're being watched. Yeah. There's cameras, everything, you're being watched. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm definitely okay with that. Like, that's why we're all decked out. That's why we're, I get it.
That's why you know.
If I saw a random van pulling into my neighborhood, I would definitely be paying attention to that van as well. But once I realized who it was with, but
I don't know. I think, I don't know.
That's just me, though. Like,
I mean, the first time I saw it, but come on. Delivering long enough, if your neighbor, here's the thing, if your neighbor orders something constantly, which we know they do, you're gonna get used to UPS constantly showing up, FedEx, Amazon, USPS, DHL, like any of those that deliver on. This chair is squeaking every time. You're gonna get used to those, and you're gonna get used to the fact that they don't always have this big plastered sign on the on the side, especially with Amazon. They've got a bunch of couriers that deliver for them, and then you also have the fact that they have Amazon Flex out there,
in their own vehicles.
Yeah, in their own vehicles. UPS doesn't have that. FedEx doesn't have that. So you've got
these are a lot of different avenues.
Basically,
calm
chill.
Down. Just relax, relax.
Unless we're backing up to your neighborhood, like
just relax.
Yeah, calm down.
I don't want your lawn
things. I don't want your lawn ornaments. I don't want your sofa. I just want to get home to my family. I want to drop off this package with no harassment and get home to my family.
That's it.
To have an alcoholic beverage because you stressed me out by following me for 3 blocks.
I usually go home and just go to bed immediately because I'm usually getting home about midnight anyway. Yeah. So get some water, brush my teeth, go to bed.
This has been a great...
Fall asleep in my uniform. When did I put this vest on?
This hoodie looks great. Wait, this isn't my hoodie.
Where am I? What day is it?
You're like...
Why does it smell like the color pink?
Alexa, what did I do last night?
I usually say before I go to sleep, Alexa, remind me to call my sister in the morning.
It's funny. See, I on purpose did not program this one to...
Alexa, how's my hair today?
No, this one...
made smarter choices.
This one answers to something completely different.
Oh, yeah, you told me. Yeah. I won't say it.
So, did I tell you? No, I told you about the Squirmy and Grubs, though. That was great. That was absolutely great.
I actually just recently gave my sister a Alexa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I had 2. I don't need 2.
Yeah.
I only need 1. Because it's just me talking to myself. Plus, she was real punk. She told me my hair looked bad, so I gave her away.
Wow. That's shady.
I needed a new roommate anyways. So.
Yeah, I mean, how's Siri treating you?
She doesn't listen to me half the time.
So...
That reminds me of me driving the other day trying to text Crash. And I'm like, I said whatever it is, and I was like trying to text, because I'm not texting while driving.
Right.
I will talk it out and then have it sent to you. And so I kept trying to say text crash. Text crash. And then it text crash.
Technically, it did what you asked.
It did what I asked.
It did what you asked.
So I was like, So as soon as I got to a stop where I could actually literally do it myself, I stopped the van and parked it and text you. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
That's all right. A lot of times, if you get random words, if you just read it out, like out loud, you'll kind of understand what I'm trying to say, because I do the same thing.
But when
it tried to pick up GPS directions from last night when I was texting.
Take a left turn here.
It was like in 200 feet. I was like, no. No, we don't need to send that.
Back up. Yeah. No, but like, I was reading, like hearing it read back to me while I was driving, and Suri's like, this is what your text says. And I was like, why does that sound so aggressive? Do you want to send it? I was like, yeah, because I can't fix it right this second. But it was like, I don't think there was like any enunciation in it or whatsoever. Yeah. It was just like all one gigantic sentence.
So does Siri, because I've never had an iPhone and I don't really play with Siri ever. Can you dictate like exclamation mark?
I can say
question mark, like all that stuff.
Yeah,
I have to do it. So if you ever get a text message from me that says blah 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 period blah 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 blah, I was trying to actually put a period in there.
period. Sometimes it spells out period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Without putting the period.
Yes. Yeah. So if you ever see that, just know
that's supposed to be a period.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the end of a sentence dot.
I'll be like, hey, crash, comma. What do you want me to cook for dinner? Question mark.
Oh, I do that too. There was one, so not even on the topic today, by the way.
It's completely off topic. We've gone
past it.
But pros and cons, we like driving. Con,
everybody else out there is the con.
Pro, I love driving. Con, people. Okay, there we go.
Pro, I get to choose my music. Con, sometimes it gets on repeat.
Beep, 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 beep.
Right. I haven't heard that song in forever.
I know.
So I went at one point, it was a text to speech, and then Google had done an update, and the speech to text was not working. It was like, I am normally pretty clear on what I say.
I'm not.
I don't get that mix up on my speech to text. Whatever update they had done was ridiculous. And it was not picking up anything I was saying. Like, it
wasn't picking up.
I would say sheep and it would come up with slaughter. Like, it was.
That's aggressive.
It was aggressive. I'm sorry, that was aggressive.
I don't even like lamb.
But
I get where you're going.
Yeah.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
That was extremely aggressive. PETA all over me now.
We're dead now. We're dead in the water. Like some stupid dolphin. I hate freaking dolphins.
So anyway, I decided that I was going to start doing just voice messages.
Right.
Just send those. Then nothing can be misconstrued. It wouldn't come across as aggressive if I didn't mean it aggressive, and you could actually hear the inflection, right? I found myself dictating as if I were texting. So I'll be home soon, period. No, I mean,
explanation point? Question mark.
April laughed at me so many times. She's like, yeah, I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. No, but
I did that way too many. Sometimes it was so bad. Like, I had done like a minute of talking because I was trying to explain something or tell her a story, and I had dictated half of it with periods and questions and all that stuff, and then I realized what I was doing. I was like, I'm an idiot. And I had to start the whole thing over.
It's kind of like me that one time I was coming back from painting and I was so excited to tell you I had an alcoholic beverage, and I'm just taking a video and you can't see me because it's dark. And you're like, you could just send a voice message, right? I was like, Oh.
Well, at first when I was like, oh, Abby sent a video.
Why is it dark? It's because we were driving down Avery Drive at night. And there's no lights out there.
No.
And I wasn't going to turn on the light, but...
I was so excited to watch the video. I waited until I got home and I was like, babe, Abby sent a video.
It's just her talking in the dark.
Did I miss something here?
It's not a context issue. It's
and then what's even better is I didn't catch on that that's what you were doing until like 3 videos in. I'm like, she's literally just sending me a video to talk to me.
Yeah.
Hit record.
You can hit record your voice. I was like, oh, the more you know. I have issues though. We've established that.
It's fine.
But no. Also, whenever I've noticed that whenever I have my Bluetooth headphones in, that people can't hear me sometimes. So that talk to text then could be really an issue there. I'm like, can you hear me?
That'd be so funny.
I'm like, I'm trying to do hands free. Like literally, I'm trying to be safe. Yeah. But it won't. And I'm just like, because my brother called me tonight.
Why do you not want me to be safe?
It's like my brother called me tonight. I was on the way home from work. And I'm like, I had my Bluetooth in and he couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear him very well. So I was like, put it down and grab the phone.
Well, it's like, so the SUV has where I can pair my phone to it and talk through the car.
You got the fancy.
It sucks. I have to yell at it.
Ah! But me! That's the funny thing, though, is when you pull up to a light and somebody's talking to somebody else, you can hear the whole conversation.
At least you get both sides of the story.
You're like, what do you mean that Greg is having a baby?
Because I really just want to roll down my window and go, enchiladas. You want enchiladas for dinner?
You might want to have that looked at. You might.
You should check Amazon for that. They've got a bunch of really good deals on those creams.
On those creams. Is it in the crack?
I don't want to know that.
Is it spread?
I don't want to know that either.
You have some really fun conversations.
WebMD.
No.
WebMD.
WebMD will basically say you have cancer, not WebMD.
WebMD.
No, don't do it.
Hey, you know what? Let's do it.
No, let's not do it.
Okay, on.
Ask him what it is to have a rash in the crack.
Okay.
This is about to get real. Watch it be crack cancer.
They're going to ask what crack?
Genital warts. In your sphincter.
Why?
In your nether regions.
Check your symptoms. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like...
Cancer.
Age? 65. Well, because all the things always go, if you're 65 or older, male.
Don't take this.
That way it's, not. Okay, what's your main symptom? Itchy.
This is what people came here for. Does it say cancer?
No, it says, okay, so I type in itchy. Guys.
Okay, what's the first one?
Besides itchy, the very next one says itchy anus.
Called it.
Okay, let's put that in there. Okay. What's your next symptom?
Leakage.
Okay, leak. Okay, I put in leak. Mm-hmm. The very first thing is poop leaking. So that's our next one. And give me one more symptom.
Dry mouth.
Okay.
It's really odd symptom.
I know, I'm excited. Results, strength, or moderate. Continue. Which symptom is bothering you the most? Is it your itchy anus, your leaking poop, or your dry mouth?
I'm going to go with itching anus for 500, please.
Current medications? None. Past or current conditions?
Twitching. I had major twitching in the past.
Can't find your condition? That's okay. Other conditions can be factored into results. Hang on. That's just what it said when I put in twitching. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Abby!
What?
Conditions that match your symptoms.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 5? There's 5.
Well, no, it says load more conditions, but the top 5 that came in.
Okay.
A moderate match is constipation.
Spend a lot.
The other moderate match is pinworms.
That's it. Nailed it.
And the next three are fair matches.
Okay.
Hemorrhoids, crabs, genital herpes.
I have the gonorrhea. That's what I got. Sorry.
The fact that you rattled that off so quickly just blows my mind. This is fun. Let's do this. Let's do one more.
Do one more, okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me go back. No, we need to delete itchy anus. Okay, just give me a word, and we'll do the first one that comes up.
Okay, what's a word? Like green.
Oh, green stool.
Why does it always have to do with our nether regions?
I don't know. Give me another word.
I don't know why anal leakage is just popping into my head.
Well, because we were talking about poop leaking.
Limp.
Ooh. Limp, muscle, and face. So we have green stool and a limp muscle in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have eaten at that buffet.
I lean to the left a little bit. Just a little.
Okay.
Lean to the left.
Shortness of breath, leaning forward. No. Left, lean.
Left lean. Or drag.
I don't have anything for left lean.
What about dragging?
I drag my left foot.
Dragging my left foot.
No drag.
Hobble.
Nope.
Skip.
Jump.
Hop. I jump a little bit too much. Usually there's rope involved.
Sagging. Skin. Nope. Well, I was thinking
I'm trying to think of a word.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to come up with, and you laughed at my sagging.
Do it. Quit sagging.
Sagging. Well, it's a sagging skin on face, so we'll go with that one.
Sure, that works.
I mean, I am 65. Hey, RP, here I come.
My mom's over 65. She's not sagging.
Your mom is over 65?
Yeah, dude. She's like 90. I'm gonna be getting punched. No, but she's over 65.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
No, she's not.
I'm gonna ask her. She's born in like 59. 56? The 50s. She's older than she looks. Sorry, Mom. She's not watching this. Please don't be watching this.
She didn't make it this far.
She didn't make it far. She's already asleep.
Oh, here we go. Just give me a number. I've got
4.
Some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dizziness. Okay, so we have green stool, limp muscle in face, sagging skin on face, and dizziness.
Fuzzy nipples. You should put fuzzy nipples as well.
They're just going to tell me to get a razor. There's nothing for
fuzzy nipples.
Fuzzies.
Okay, whatever.
Although I do have nipple aches, nipple hurts, nipple redness, achy nipple, swollen nipple,
nipple aches,
nipple losing color, nipple doesn't move.
What?
Whose freaking nipple moves?
I have a stationary nipple. Like, what does they meaning by move? Does it end up on their back at some point?
Nipple teleportation.
Where did your nipple go? I don't know. It's in my foot now.
Pain in nipple, wide set nipples.
There's too many. There's too many.
That happens when I lay down.
All right.
Okay, so apparently it chose for me because I was just trying to close it and it said nipple hurts.
Okay, that works.
Okay. Which symptoms bothering you the most?
Nipples.
The nipples?
Okay.
Okay.
Probably pregnant. At least that's what I hear.
Continue.
What's your number one symptom?
But wait, remember, we're male.
Oh!
or a 65-year-old male. So the chances of being pregnant are, I'm gonna
Slim
say,
to none.
yeah, I'm gonna say small, very small.
Who knows?
Would you like to know green stool, limp muscle, face muscle, sagging skin, dizziness, and that your nipples hurt at the age of 65 could mean you have hyperparathyroidism.
Oh, that's a thing. That is a thing, though.
Yeah, well, obviously it's on WebMD.
Well, it's WebMD. It's probably cancer.
Let's see what it is.
I can't believe it. I'm not joking about it. I feel bad because my mom survived cancer, so I don't want to be joking.
No,
about
but
cancer.
like literally, it seems like everything could
cancer.
be linked to some form of cancer.
I'm not gonna lie. You think about, oh, I got a headache. I feel like, oh God, do I have a cancer? Or
Vague symptoms of hyperparathyroidism include fatigue, weakness, depression, and aches and pains. Well, that's what I've got.
So it's name it and claim it type thing. Get off WebMD before you get panicky.
I don't get panicky. I'm not a what are those people?
Hypochondriac?
Yeah, I'm not one of those. My grandmother was.
I had a friend.
About 100,000 people in the U.S. develop hyperparathyroidism each year. Oh, here it is. Overview. A disorder of the parathyroid. I didn't know I had 2 thyroids. I thought I had just one.
Oh, there's a parathyroid.
Parathyroid gland that makes them secrete too much parathyroid hormone. That hormone apparently maintains a balance of calcium and phosphorus in the body.
I feel like this is a con to driving. Like, there's pros and cons. WebMD's a con to driving. And I've circled back.
How is it a con to driving, you crackhead? Now we've circled back to your meth addict.
You know what? Let me live my life.
You know what? I feel like we should end every week with WebMD.
I don't. This is giving me a headache.
I think it's great.
Ask him what a headache is. I'm just kidding. Don't. That's weird. It's not weird. I need a haircut.
A headache and I can't feel my face. It's a stroke!
Did you know? This is off topic. No, it's pretty much on topic.
Literally nothing has been on topic.
Did you know that one time I had an allergic reaction to something and I couldn't talk and they thought I was having a stroke, so they had to pick me up in an ambulance, which, by the way, they gave me some high dosage Benadryl. I was like, I feel awesome. Like, I was like floating. I could see the color yellow. Well, of course, I already could see the color yellow.
You mean you could hear the color 5?
Yeah, I could. And I was like, this is awesome. It took effect pretty quick. Anyways, they took me through stroke protocol, and I could not for the life of me remember what a hammock was. I was like, oh God, they're going to put me in the hospital. They think I'm stupid. I was like, I know what that is. They're like, what is it? I can't remember. What is it?
It's the little thing that old people swing in.
I was like, I know you could put that, you could swing in it, but I cannot remember the name. They're like, okay, well, what is the name? And I was like, it took me a second. And I was like, hammock.
That's a
like,
last
close
name.
enough.
That's a last name.
I was like, hammock.
That's funny.
No, but
a cocoon.
All because of an allergic reaction, which was because of beeswax.
Huh.
Beeswax.
Interesting.
Which I'm not allergic to bees. So why am I getting I don't know if it just maybe be the mixture of something or another, but I can't
bees throw up that you're allergic to.
I can have honey, but I can't for the life of me put beeswax on me because I break out and I have an allergic reaction. Probably have to have stroke protocol, and
I break out in an allergic reaction.
That's why I use the little Vaseline, because I can't have anything with beeswax in it.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Sorry. I can have honey. And if I get stung by a bee, I don't have a major allergic reaction.
Unless that bee has beeswax on its stinger.
Then I'm done. Then I'm out. I'm out. Tap them out. I'm out. So that's the more you know. Anything about you? Any comments about you? Anything you can't have? Peanut butter?
No.
No,
I'm a fat kid for a reason.
Are you allergic to anything?
No.
That I should know of?
No.
Okay, cool.
BS.
Just
drama.
don't hit me with sulfa-based drugs or beeswax and we're good. Sulfur-based drugs. Sulfa-based drugs, whatever that is. I don't know. That's just one of the things they said I was allergic to.
I want a skin test thingy.
I'll test your skin. Oh, it's there.
Not okay.
Okay, it's late.
Or early.
Whatever, how you look at it. Good morning. God bless you.
Thank you.
One
One of these days I want to blow out my eardrums and then I'll have no choice but to listen to you because I'm like,
I did have both eardrums pop at once, so that was fun.
yeah.
I was like, that's what it sounded like.
That's pretty much my everyday thing, but they tell me nothing's wrong with my ears, so it's fine.
It's usually just the sound of my voice. You're like,
whatever. Shut up.
okay, bye.
Hey, good night, good morning,
good luck,
day,
have fun.
Wherever you're gonna be
Good day.
today.
Oh, please stop me. Please stop me before I make
We're stopping, Abby.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.